Welcome to the 2025 OnePlus Winter Launch Event. Introducing the flagship OnePlus 13 series.
OnePlus just set new trends in the smartphone industry. Their OnePlus 13 series dropped January 7th, and I'm here to give an in-depth review on why the OnePlus 13 and 13R set the new standard for top smartphone quality. Starting off the video, we're going to take a look at the phone's display. In off-rip, I already noticed the high refresh rate. Every little frame, every little animation just flows. Even the transition from always on display to the lock screen is super clean. And with the enhanced parallel processing going on in the background, the OnePlus 13 does not fail to keep track of multiple animations. So you can pop in and out of an app as many times as you want, as fast as you want. The OnePlus 13's reaction speed will not waver. Even with the likes of the iPhone 16 Pro Max and S24 Ultra, this completely sweeps the competition. But hold on, there's not anything to really buzz about just yet. With the release of the OnePlus 13 comes OxygenOS 15. As we can see, it's not only fast and highly responsive, but the UI has been completely changed around. There's not only elements of Android 15 incorporated into their OS, but Apple. OnePlus just straight up copied the dynamic island that was introduced in the iPhone 14 lineup, and it really does the same thing, but now they're called live alert capsules. So if you tap that small capsule, you can bring up a card that allows you to control your music and screen recordings from where you are on your phone. I'm not gonna lie, when the idea of a dynamic island was first introduced by Apple, I was like, this is so dumb, what's the point? But I've had my iPhone 15 Pro for about a year now, and I find it kind of useful. There's also this new Share with iPhone feature that allows OnePlus users to share files with iPhone users, but it's only available for 10 minutes after being turned on. OnePlus is also bringing Open Canvas to all of their flagship non-foldable phones, so you can multitask between different apps without cluttering up your screen. And from what I've seen, the app you're using is kept in a somewhat full screen view, but whenever you want to switch between apps, you can tap on the second app to reveal it. From there, you can do things like watch YouTube videos while you're doing online shopping through Chrome, just about anything. But that will be revealed in an upcoming update. Speaking of clutter, OnePlus cleaned out their new operating system of any unnecessary data. Thumb unlock animation is a lot smoother, and there's always the reliable Face ID scanner. But to really dive deep into OOS 15, we have to take a glimpse at its AI capabilities. Of course, this is the era of AI. Gemini has been introduced to OOS 15, making it your own personal assistant and granting you access to features like Gemini Live, Magic Compose, and a fan favorite, Circle to Search. Always fun and reliable. There's also a new feature called AI Reflection Eraser, which removes glare from an image with no trouble. There are also features like AI Unblur and AI Detail Boost, which are supposed to enhance blurry, pixelated images. And from what I've seen, those two features are very up and down. Sometimes they work really well, other times they make your pictures look very AI generated. Next, you have AI Intelligence Search, and what that does is look through all of your documents and itineraries you have downloaded on your device to answer specific questions. And if you're one of those people who download tons of documents to your phone, this is a great feature for you. There's also AI Notes, so like Apple Intelligence and Galaxy AI's writing tools, you can polish, rewrite text, change the tone, and more from your Notes app. You can even record a voice memo from your notes. But again, this is only for notes. And that's kind of a downside because writing tools on the iPhone 15 Pro and up and Samsung's newer flagship phones work everywhere. You can use it to summarize, rewrite, or jolt down bullets of info from Chrome and other places. But with OxygenOS 15, you can't really do that. But regardless, this is still one of my favorite features. However, there is an upside to all of this. This isn't part of AI Notes, this is a separate feature, but OOS 15 allows you to do full or partial screen translations. So you can highlight a group of text and translate it into your native language, making it easy to understand. But here's where things start to get interesting. You know, usually whenever a tech company drops a new smartphone, it usually has about one or two big features to make you say, whoa, that's cool. But this phone actually has 4. And most of it lies in the hardware. Besides the new OxygenOS 15, this phone has a 6000 mAh silicone nanostack battery, crazy camera specs, the new Snapdragon 8 Elite, and an IP68 and IP69 durability rating. First off, this is the largest battery capacity I have ever seen on a smartphone. The phone's battery literally cannot be killed off in a single day. You can use this all day with no issue. And with bigger battery capacity, that means significantly faster charging speeds and advanced cooling systems that allow the phone to survive at higher temperatures. This has a dual velocity cryo VC cooling system with 14 temperature sensors, and another reason why the OnePlus 13 has great multitasking, AI, backend processing, and gaming capabilities is its chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It is the powerhouse that drives the boosted performance of the OnePlus 13, so you should expect this new chip to appear inside of the big must-have phones for 2025. So when the S25 series finally comes out, phones like the S25 Ultra will most likely be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip. Qualcomm advertises this chip's next-gen Oryon 8-core CPU to be 44% more efficient than its predecessor, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, along with a 40% higher Adreno GPU performance. So this is the insane processing going on behind the scenes of the OnePlus 13. That not only powers the new AI features of OxygenOS 15, the high refresh rate, along with responsive backend processing, but also the efficient multitasking capabilities of this new phone. So if you want a phone with top-of-the-line gaming specs, this phone is perfect for you. And because of the OnePlus 13's dynamic frame booster, you can play games like PUBG Mobile at 120 FPS with HDR quality. And now you don't have to worry about the weak 8 gigs of RAM, because every version of the OnePlus 13 comes with at least 12 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM. Now, to all of the aspiring photographers or people who just enjoy taking high quality pictures, check out these camera specs. Now, the moment you look at this phone, it's obvious there's been some top of the line manufacturing being put into these cameras. Hasselblad has been a partner in manufacturing when it came to building the cameras for every OnePlus flagship since the OnePlus 9 series. This has a 50 megapixel Sony LYT 808 main camera sensor, a 50 megapixel wide camera sensor, 50 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 50 megapixel telephoto camera sensor with a 3x tri-prism, which is responsible for the 3x optical zoom on OnePlus 13's new camera system, in addition to a 32 megapixel front camera and up to 120x digital zoom that far exceeds the S24 Ultra. So OnePlus is really consistent with their 50, 50, 50, 50 megapixel sensors in all four rear cameras, and this phone does really well with capturing moving subjects. I would say it's better with that than any other flagship phone. There's a lot less blur and it captures a lot more detail. Its burst photo mode is significantly better than any other flagship at capturing 60 frames per second when using action mode. And their autofocus is really good too. But from all the feedback that I've seen, its lighting control just doesn't hit that mark. That part doesn't seem to be as efficient. But it picks up when it comes to overall video quality, where the standard for optimal video quality was to be able to record in 4K at 60 FPS, but the rear cameras on the OnePlus 13 natively support 8K video at 30 FPS, and that takes video recording to a much higher playing field. Like I said earlier, the durability for the OnePlus 13 and 13R have been ranked IP68 and IP69. So what does that mean exactly? I've seen this phone get dropped from up to 20 feet high and receive little to no scuffs or damage whatsoever. It can survive being drenched in motor oil and still function extremely well. It can also survive being machine washed, which is just crazy. But with this new lineup of phones being capable of reaching ingress protection 68 and 69, that means it's around the same durability, if not higher, than the infamous Nokia XR20, meaning this phone can also be submerged in 1 meter of water for 30 minutes. By the way, this phone has AquaTouch 2.0, so its screen is responsive no matter what, and it uses Corning's new Gorilla Glass 7i. And last, but certainly not least, the design. I've always been a fan of OnePlus's design choices, and this has not changed at all. There are 3 colors you can purchase. There is their Midnight Ocean that has a microfiber vegan leather on the back of the phone to make it look more sophisticated, and the smooth silver frame makes the combination visually appealing. Plus the flat bezels make the phone look and feel even better, and I like the ring that revolves around the OnePlus 13's quad camera system. Then you have Arctic Dawn with a smooth glass on the back of the phone that retains no fingerprints, and Black Eclipse with a wood-like texture on the back of the phone. Let me know in the comments which design you like best. On an ending note, here are some smartphone trends we can expect going forward in 2025. For one, the integration of the new Snapdragon 8 Elite, that will be a definite. This actually hit China sometime back in October, and now that it's here in the US, we'll likely find it in the S25, Google Pixel 10 or X, whatever they decide to call it, and along with other new Android phones. 2. Higher battery capacity. The OnePlus has a 6,000 mAh battery capacity, so by the end of 2024, we could expect to reach 7,000, maybe that's probably a reach. Also, more advanced cooling systems and way faster charging. 3. Native 8K video recording for all phones. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe.